Good morning, everybody. I wanted to give you an alternative this morning to just reading with your group. I wanted to read this particular article for a couple of reasons. Recently, there has been some talk about privacy in regards to the San Bernardino shooting. The shooter had an iPhone, and the courts are asking for Apple to break into the phone to see if there is any more information that they can use in understanding about why and how these individuals carried out this task. So I thought that we would talk a little bit about privacy, and I found an article today that I want to read to you and then give you the opportunity to answer the questions in your group today, but I thought I would read it to you to make sure that you had another way besides just reading with your group to understand what we're talking about. So, this is the article, Protect Your Privacy Online, and I'll read that. It's a ReadWorks piece, and you will also get a copy of that in your group today, and you can read that along with your group leader, or you could choose this format. So, here we go. Protect your privacy online. Keep personal information private for your own good. High school sophomore Kara H. never expected to see herself on a website featuring scantily clad teens. Yet, there she was, wearing a bikini while holding a suggestive cheerleading pose. The site's anonymous owner got most of the photos from teens' social media pages, while Nancy McBride at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children feels the actions of the site's creator were wrong. She warns teens against posting revealing images in the first place. Once it's out there forever, says McBride. Someone else can go out there and grab it. In other words, protecting privacy starts with you. Watch out for strangers and friends. In Kara's case, the unknown website operator didn't contact Kara or use online information to track her down in real life. Strangers rarely physically assault teens they find or connect with online, but it happened. When some female friends told 17-year-old Eric M. in Utah that they had chatted online with some unknown adults, he urged them to stop. They're child molesters, and there are a lot of crazies out on the internet, says Eric. If you don't know someone, don't talk to them. More often, teens hurt one another or themselves. Cyberbullying can be both nasty and illegal. One 19-year-old New Jersey college student faced criminal charges after he tweeted about watching a roommate's romantic date via webcam. Other teens use cell phone cameras and social media sites to share photos of their own private moments or illegal activities such as underage drinking. Even if charges don't result, embarrassment can follow. One of the biggest mistakes that teens make is believing that the information that they post is private and just amongst their friends, explains Michelle Boykins at the National Crime Prevention Council. Anyone can copy and resend material. There's even less control over friends of friends. Identity theft happens. Teens are also targets for identity theft, the use of someone's personal information for fraud or crime. Last year, about 8% of reported identity theft cases in the U.S. involved teen victims, says attorney Stephen Toporov at the Federal Trade Commission. That's roughly 18,000 cases. Adults in their 20s make up the biggest group of victims. Neglecting potential identity theft could really come back to bite you, stresses Toporov. Many teens discover identity theft only later, when they apply for college loans or auto loans, and by then, cleaning up credit reports can take hundreds of hours. Meanwhile, lenders delay extending credit. Facebook has become a gold mine and a giveaway for identity thieves, notes Neil O'Farrell at the Identity Theft Control Council in California. Some users post their full dates of birth, addresses, or phone numbers. Others disclose their places of birth, pets' names, favorite bands, or similar information. That data can help criminals recover someone's password for various accounts. Identity thieves now have very sophisticated programs that scrape these pages of information, join the dots, and then clone the identity, says O'Farrell. Even teens who don't give away information can be vulnerable. Earlier this year, for example, criminals broke into servers for the Sony and Sega corporations, two leading game makers. The security breaches revealed data about millions of people. Even teens who don't give away information can be vulnerable. Earlier this year, for example, criminals broke into the servers of Sony and Sega corporations too. The security breaches revealed data about millions of people. I already read that. Other criminals develop false identities with teens and young children's social security numbers. And when one study revealed a database with information of about 42,000 people ages 18 and younger, 10% of those kids' social security numbers had already been used for loans or to open credit accounts. In most cases, some sort of identity theft had happened. Run a credit check on yourself, suggests O'Farrell. The government requires the 3 companies that control individuals' credit information in the United States provide you with a free report once a year. If you don't have a credit card or a loan yet, finding a report on yourself could signal a problem. Review your social media page too. Delete anything that could help strangers impersonate or find you. Unless it's someone I know, I don't freely give out contact information, says 16-year-old Matt Kay in New York. It's just as important that you remove anything that's inappropriate. You can't get away with any behavior you want online, stresses McBride. Don't post anything you wouldn't want parents, colleges, or potential employers to see. After all, says McBride, this is a public forum. Take these steps now. Number 1, don't strike up online relationships or give your contact info to strangers. Never meet someone offline without a parent. Disable location tagging on your phone settings for photos and messages. Trim your social media profile to just the basics. Delete phone info from social media profiles. Review your security settings regularly because sites sometimes change their defaults. Change passwords every 90 to 120 days. And use different passwords for different devices and sites. When you get credit or debit cards, review statements and report inconsistencies right away. Use secure websites for any online purchases. Even if you don't have a credit card, check to see whether you have a credit report at www.annualcreditreport.com. Be aware of similar sounding sites selling products and correct any problems. Above all, use good judgment. Keep your private life private. Don't let geotagging target you. Many mobile devices now include geotagging. The technology embeds specific location information into uploaded images or other material. For instance, if you have photos online showing the location of your home, and then you make it known online that you're on vacation and your home is empty, thieves could take advantage. To keep your mobile phone's photos from telling where you are, disable the feature in the device's settings. And that's what we have. So if you need to review this information, there are questions at the end of this reading. Again, we're going to talk a little bit more about privacy today in Writer's Workshop as well. Have a good day, and go Romans Army.